Hello, my name is Alex Taylor. I'm the ACT North American Channel Sales Manager, and this is our debut ACT in Review video chat. The purpose of this, what I thought we'd do is I know I represent you all, 385 ACT North America Certified Consultants, and I know you get quite a few communications from Sage, from me, mainly via email, and also, of course, on top of your own busy lives. So I thought I'd try is kind of an ACT week in review where I'll go over everything once a week or maybe twice a month of what we talk about, what I send to you, kind of what's going on in the world of ACT specific to our North American Certified Consultant channel. So with that, why don't we kind of jump right in. The goal here is simply to summarize the week's communications, general updates in the state of the business to keep you all abreast of the latest going on in the world of ACT. So first and foremost, I sent out early this week a Building Your ACT Practice kind of tips and tricks PowerPoint. Before we go any farther, let me thank a few ACCs that helped build this PowerPoint for me. Christy Smith, Fred Barron, John Kaufman, Carol, and Stacy in particular helped me build this presentation for you all. It's kind of an amalgamation of 4 or 5 different presentations that I've had over the past year, and shame on me for not getting to you sooner. But I hope you find it very valuable. It is a way for you both to kind of start your ACT business, grow and prosper selling ACT, and of course your consulting services. So take a look at that. It was sent out, I believe, on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. By the way, this video chat is for the week of January 24th, 2011. Next on the same type of email was, of course, how to best work with Sage from a payment or accounts payable, AP, AR, accounts receivable standpoint. So on the same email for me, I had kind of a bullet to mainly for our gold and bronze partners of probably ways that you can kind of maximize your liquidity but still pay Sage and still have the ability to kind of sell ACT and be profitable and that type of thing. So it's one of the things CCs, again, mainly on bronze and gold, struggle with is payment terms, that type of thing. So on that email, I then included a credit application you can apply for terms with Jennifer Dalton if you choose, but also how to turn your checking account or debit account into a merchant account. Therefore, as you receive payment from a customer, you can then in turn pay Sage and keep the difference in your account. And that way you're not exposed to any kind of collection risks or credit limits. So take a look at that. That was also contained on the email Building Your ACT Practice. Next, I want to talk about the ACT Mobile Live webinar, a webinar we did last Friday, the 21st. And what we sent out there is a recording of the webinar, the PowerPoint's on the partner site, partners.act.com. Do take a look at that. ACT Mobile Live, too, by the way, it is on the price list, but you get 50 points of margin now, double your normal margin when you sell ACT Mobile Live. So it's in the communication from an email from me this week. And also, I've asked Cindy Hurlbert, who is the ACT Programs Coordinator, to send you all proactively an NFR or not for resale license of ACT Mobile Live. So look for that from her next week. Historically, when you're wanting NFRs, you submit an email to Sage. So I've asked Cindy to take more of a proactive approach. We're going to send you all your own individual ACT Mobile Live license to all 385 North American ACCs, so you can play around with it, have fun, and hopefully sell it. So look for that from Cindy next week. From there, let's talk about the Business Care or ACT Platinum Care renewal process. Another email I sent this week to the North American ACCs was a very detailed process on how we, Sage, go about renewing our collective Business Care customers. So it's step-by-step how to do that. There's also attachments that show you our renewal templates. And do note, on every single renewal template, there's a prominent ACC plug. And I want to thank Brian Benner, he's our Director of Marketing, and Nicole Merritt, our Vice President of Marketing, for incorporating that. But on that note, again, this way, if you have any questions on how a renewal process works when we contact our joint customers, it's all on there. And of course, Dion Rindell, who is the sales manager for the renewal team, will be happy to take any of your questions you may have. From there, let's move on to the serial number lookup. One of the main reasons you all call either sales or support is asking for your client's serial numbers. I know it's been an ongoing kind of, I'll say, irritant, where while we certainly email you the serial numbers, your clients have them, they can be misplaced. So this tool we sent out, I believe yesterday, has an automatic serial number lookup tool. Now, I've gotten reports from you that it's not always accurate, or some customers are not showing up. I have escalated that to Kevin Durio. He's the Vice President of Worldwide Support, who built the tool, or his team did, and so we are looking into that. So stay tuned. The tool will improve and be more accurate, but that's a tool that I'm very happy to get a hold of, where we can kind of save you some time. So if you misplace a serial number, or your customer does, this way we can get it for you, or you can automatically look it up. And on that note too, something I wanted to give you all a heads up on is that I've got a fresh report of everything every North American Act Certified consultant has ever sold. And what myself and Daniel Lever, who's a national account manager, will be doing for you all next week, we'll be sending each and every one of you a complete list of all your ACT customers that we have record of, and kind of, actually summarizing nicely the 2 points we talked about. It'll have every serial number of your customer and all your upcoming renewal dates. So this report will have revenue. It's extremely detailed, all your clients and customers. This way you can, of course, have all their serial numbers, and then most importantly, since you'll have their renewal dates coming up for ACT Business Care and ACT Platinum Care, you can then proactively reach out to your customer, which of course is what I always recommend, or rely on our renewal team to do that on your behalf. So look for that. It'll take us a bit of time, because with 385 ACCs, the list has to be cut 385 times and emailed to you uniquely. So give us a week or so, but by end of next week, or perhaps in the later next, you all should have your own individual list of your customers and prospects from ACT. So lastly, on that kind of note, just to summarize, again, the purpose of this is kind of a video chat to let you know what's going on. It is month end. Actually, month end is Monday, January 31st, as I look at the calendar. Good thing it's Friday, huh? We're a bit behind, so certainly if there's any additional deals that you can close, any revenue, we'd love to be able to bring that in this month rather than next month. And so you can reach out to myself, again, Alex Taylor, Daniel Lever, or your ACT account executives, and I'll send out a note for all the North American ACCs for our kind of business hours at month end on Monday. So please, anything you can bring in, we greatly appreciate it. With that, I will close out. Again, we'll see if you find value in these types of this video chat. I'll do it once a week or maybe twice a month, depending on what's going on. Lastly, I figured something fun. If you want your email to be read on the air, why don't you send me an email. Again, email's alex.taylor@sage.com. And in the subject, I will put ACT Week in Review. And then I will read your email on the air in kind of a mailbag format. So, and this will be viewed by all 385 ACCs. So with that, thank you again so much for your time and attention to the brand. Thank you for your partnership, the evangelization you all do. I know it's still very tough out there. We'll go and wrap up this week. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And thank you all for everything you do for Sage ACT. Take care.